Sports drink. Cool. Sated and hydrated. Let's peek downstairs real quick. What's going on down here? How come when this challenge, the subways are all damn near empty, but my other... Oh, now we find a toolbox. I told you there was toolboxes possible in here. The last, like, 6 of these I visited on camera haven't had one. Finally. Double jackhammer. Another toolbox. 2 jackhammers, 2 toolboxes, and that's it, looks like. So, yeah. If you've got an early game opportunity to slide into this lower area, you can get yourself a extremely useful jackhammer and, of course, the ever-useful toolbox. But yeah, I mean, you guys saw a challenge ago. It was a nightmare down here. Of course, that was one of my double zombie challenges with high evolution, so it was supposed to be a nightmare. But, good stuff, good stuff. Alright, let's get back to our bike. So, unfortunately, we didn't get anything at either of the sporting goods stores. We had already looted that one, and this one didn't have any arrows for us. Another library, which I don't think I need. We might have to go visit it at some point, but it's close enough we can go hit pretty easily. I think it's time just to head back to base. Oh. And blob. I must kill this blob. Ah, more blob. No, more blobs. They followed me. If I have blobs here, I can damn near guarantee I'm going to have blobs over in the base. So once again, I have not escaped the blob-apocalypse. They're just going to keep working their way north, and it's going to be all blobs everywhere again. Ugh, that's going to suck. I don't want to deal with just blobs. Boring. Oops. This is not a good good arrangement. Back out of here. I can't make that turn. And look at them just roll north. All these zombies are going to be blobs here in no time at all. Come on. There you go. That gangrenous is still trying to take out the iBot. Oops. Turned exactly the wrong direction. I was already heading right to my base area here. Alright, well, we got a little bit of food, we didn't get much else. And we got to fight some gangrenous crawlers, which was a bit underwhelming, but fair enough given our gear level. I really wish I still didn't have this stupid cold. God dang it. Oh. We'd have to go quite a ways. We'd either have to track down the lab over here and hope we found royal jelly in the lab, or the lab over here and hope that we found royal jelly there. And we don't have a key card for either, so we'd have to also... getting in's not really a problem. Getting in's easy. Alright, well that's enough running around for this first evening. We went a long way. We went what? We went up this way, around, over here, then around this way, then back again, then out. All within about 3 hours of game time. Mostly benefiting from the bicycle. Super powerful as long as you're careful in your movements. And I think I fairly well demonstrated the things you don't want to do while you're riding around on your bicycle. So like I say, do as I say, not as you see me do. So we are still getting a fair amount of random zombies in the area. So if I do set up here, I think I am going to need to cover these windows. So I'm just going to... God, even moving the lockers is going to be rough. Six strength. Yeah. I mean, a huge amount of time goes by while you try this, as you saw that zombie seemingly teleport into that position there. Hmm. Get off my porch! Yeah, might as well finish it. There we go. Alright, we got a row of lockers. That'll at least break line of sight. Everything else I'm going to demolish for raw materials. We're low strength now, are we? Now I want that engineer's hammer or whatever we saw earlier. What can I smash these with? Probably simplest, just do a pipe, I guess. Uh-oh. They're out there beating up my vehicle. Hit and run on my vehicle, huh? Where are you? I'll move the car here eventually, but since we're in what's likely to be our home base, I'm not too worried about it. Alright, let's get back to business here. Finish bashing the place up. I hate the common cold. I need to leave at least one table for crafting. Okay. We got more. Well, I could actually sleep on the couch up there too. Nah, we'll make an actual bed. So, if we're gonna park the bike in here, it's gonna roll right in and just park right on this center section. Maybe I'll set up the workshop area over here in this corner. Yeah, we'll see. We'll move everything to the center for now. Oops, that's my main pile. Yeah, we'll have room. Let's move. Ooh. There. Yeah, I can't move a counter. So bad. How about if I take cough syrup? Do I get a point back if I take cough syrup? Excuse me? Alright, I got stuff missing. Here we go with my getting annoyed. All of a sudden it's telling me I don't have cough syrup. So, I wonder how much more of my stuff has disappeared on me. No medical gear at all sitting in this pile? None whatsoever. All the gear that I dropped... Nothing there. Alright, I'm about to get annoyed. Did I put it upstairs? I dropped it upstairs, didn't I? Never mind. There it is. We're good. Forgot I had left this pile up there. Just do it the faster way. I am unannoyed. Double bag. Grab everything. Down we go. Hey, look at that 8 strength. I drag you now. Look at that. What a difference 2 points of strength makes. Let's put you there. Ooh, I wonder if I'm strong enough to drag that wood stove now. 330. It'd probably take a while to drag that thing over here. Nah, we'll just go with the brazier for now. Not critical. 8. Brazier. Whoops, I used my blanket to make my bed. I think it might have used my one blanket to make the bed. I wasn't happy with that blanket anyway. I need to get to a house. I got no residences nearby. 425, huh? $150. Not a record. Yeah, it's draggable, but it's gonna be rough. Probably not worth the effort. Let's kind of hide in the corner, crouch, turn on our light, and try to disassemble. I don't have my tools with me? Apparently I don't. Alright, I won't worry about it for now. Wow, that was way too many swings to kill a regular zombie. But I was hoping to get a blanket in here. I don't think I'm gonna. Just a regular clothing store. Travel a little ways to get to a house. Go. I don't want to get caught out in the daylight. That would be bad. Spitter zombie. Anything fun? I can't think of much that I need right now. Although I probably should start accumulating some bottles for Molotovs. So I'll try to pick up bottles. Hey there, Mr. Blanket. Alright, so we got the blanket thing solved. I just love it how I find wrenches like that laying around now after I manage to get everything else I need. Oh, nope. That was a towel. Just a rag. I'm gonna keep forgetting about the towel thing. Did this one have one that I passed up? Nope. Whoa! Way to take that out. Took out the whole window ledging. So many tailor's kits this run. Oh, is this another clothing store? Another clothing store. I don't need another clothing store. I do kind of need a towel. Leave me alone, Disloot. Oh, he's fully charged up. He's as quick as me. Punk. Wow, there's quite the find early game as well. Painkillers, bandages, first aid kit, high-end painkillers, and antiseptic. Oops. Cameras, smartphones, chickens running loose. Uh-oh, another specialized basement. I'm not carrying a flashlight anymore. I actually need to have the better lighting effect. Oop. No, I don't want jars, I want bottles. A recharging station, huh? Medium battery. Multiple recharging stations. So this is the basement, similar, that I found the atomic light in. Solar backpack. But yeah, this is the electronics basement. Good to know. Oops, sorry, Mr. Chicken. Still no towel. Yeah, we'll just craft. Alright, let's head home. Will he follow me home again? Nope, didn't follow me home. Love these guys just finding me like this randomly. How exactly? The only way he could have gotten in there was through here. No, there's glass. I don't know how he managed to get in there. I guess I'll use... Where's my towel? Oh, I put it on the table. Boomer bowed. Come here, towel. Yeah, he couldn't get in through here either. We've had a few occurrences of this recently where we've had enclosed vehicles that had nothing in them. We leave, we come back, and there's something in them. The only thing I know of is wander spawns is randomly deploying zombies and putting them right into the closed vehicle. But there's no other way it could have gotten in here. This thing is completely sealed up. So yeah, alright. Good old wander spawns. So we got the towel, we got the blanket for the bed. My pillow, please. So we have a comfortable bed spot. Alright, so our sleeping area, we've got a table to craft at, we've got our fire containment, we've got our wood pile. We're gonna drive our bike in, and if we do it slowly enough, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, that's usually the length of my megacity motorcycles. So that still gives me enough room to move around it or even walk through it, I guess. So yeah, this will work. Till the gangrenous crawlers break it down. How much stuff do I have in that space? We're only at 346 out of 1,000. I used to make complicated base setups with all my stuff laid out in specific locations, but the longer I play, the less I actually do that. By the time I get to this point, I know what I need, I know what's easy to go get, and I don't really need to accumulate much, so... The collapsed tower critters, not giving me any trouble. I fought a couple of the crawlers, and they just, you hit them, they exploded, and there you go. I only fought 2 of them so far, but in full light survivor gear with a light survivor mask, there was no real consequence. They didn't hit me a single time out of about 5 or 6 swings, and one swing of the machete. I mean, we were drunk, so we had all the bonuses, but even then, I only hit them for like 50 and 60. So, super fast, but seem to be pretty fragile. I don't know how bad the gas is, though. If that gas cloud they emit has got some nasty consequences, they could be dangerous due to that. But when you've got full survivor gear on and the mask active and on, it wasn't really a problem. Oh, I've done lots of challenges where I didn't bother going with survivor gear. Do it constantly. I don't know why everybody has an opinion. Not everybody. I don't know why there's such a quantity of people that seem to think survivor gear is OP. What else are you going to have? Something has to be at the top of the list. And as I've mentioned, our options are so narrow because of our skill tree being crammed down into about 8 skill levels that there's no room for any real variances. So... I'm okay with it, but yeah, I've gone lots of times where I haven't done survivor gear. Depends somewhat on the game style you're playing and the difficulty options you're playing as well. When you play with a huge number of zombies like I have done in the past, you're usually ending up in these big old swarms of zombies at some point, and you're just constantly getting pecked to death by the 5 or 10% coverage not covered by the other types of protective gear. So I don't care if something's 10 or 20 points better armor. If it's got 5% coverage gap, I don't like it. So... Alright, what are we doing? Kind of cleaning the area up. We got our little initial home base area prepped. We've got our emergency escape step ladder. It's 5 o'clock. Sun's going to be coming up. We are tired. We need to sleep soon. I'm not sure how much noise is going to be a problem. And there is enough evolution that there are enemies out there that can do me harm, so going out in the daylight is going to be a little rough. So I do want to preserve my night movement, I believe. So let's do a little bit of reading for a few hours, and then we'll go sleepy time. See if we can heal up some of this damage we took. I was all happy about being almost back to full health with Imperceptive Healer, and now we're backtracked again. So, we don't need the fire, we just need to turn on our reading lights. Wear our earplugs. Actually, no. Take off our earplugs. I'm going to have to put up with the noise interruptions because I want to hear if they're banging on my building or my vehicle. Yeah. Alright, let's evaluate these three. I gotta remember to get some more alcohol too. It's taken 8 or 10 shots to get trashed. I'm actually burning through it pretty quick. Unload. Oops. Unload. Whiskey into my... Oh, apparently my... Oh, I only have sherry. Alright. Drink the sherry. Now unload whiskey. Oops. Okay. What are we going to work on? A little more first aid. I think it's better to just start right into the mechanics. I'd like to get the motorcycle built as quick as possible. So, I need to work on under the hood. 19 minutes. Ah, reading is so slow. 1%. 1%. Oh, man. Breaking the rest of my windows, are ya? Intelligence. Really? Again? It's gonna get old. I don't want to leave them banging on things because the noise will attract more and it'll just escalate, but I also can't just keep doing this over and over again. Oh, look at that. We got a 2% jump. And another 2. Damn you, common cold. You're going to make this ridiculously long process. Alright, we'll stop there. Take our nap. Seems relatively quiet. I think I'm going to go ahead and put the earplugs in. We'll just risk it. Want my clean 60-gallon tank of water over this way. And also... Let's see. Alright, some quick snack foods. That way we can snack in bed and get some crumbs in bed. Clean water, whiskey. Let's just have some, oh, we're overweight. Even better. Good condition to be in. We'll keep snacking though, so we can keep ahead of the curve. There's no penalty to being overweight, so it's good condition. And clean water. Oh yeah. It's okay. It's okay, mask. Nah, no alarm. If I wake up with something tapping me on the shoulder, we've got a bit of a problem. Nope. The vitamins have no connection to it. The vitamin system is broken currently, if you're not aware. There's absolutely no downside to the vitamin system. It'll still report when you're deficient, but there's no negative consequences applied to the character. And there haven't been for months and months and months. I don't know exactly how long it's been defanged, but the entire vitamin system is irrelevant. Maybe they'll get it working again once the 0.E releases officially here pretty quick, but for now, you don't have to worry about vitamins. Some nailboard traps solves the issue. Not unless you've got magical nailboard traps that do a lot more damage. It takes a bunch of nailboard traps to kill even low-level zombies, and my zombies are at 150% toughness. So I'm going to have to saturation bomb the sidewalk with nailboard traps to really have any effect. You have not lost vision due to vitamin A deficiency. Not anytime recently, you have not. I've tested it, other people have tested it, it's been looked into, it does not happen. It will report that you have a vitamin deficiency, it will tell you you're losing vision, you don't actually lose vision. If you're losing it for some other reason. Yeah, now we're back into the I get to have Q&A sessions while we try to sleep or try to read with the slow time progression. So moving did not help that problem any. I blame it on the cold. I blame it on the coughing. The computer is struggling to keep up with my cough rate. Oh, I'm doing pretty good. Setting up a home base right in the middle of a super city, right on top of the nameplate, or about as close to it as I can get, with a collapsed tower and gangrenous crawlers and such nearby. Should be fun. All right, let's take off the. I'm not wearing it. I've got full night vision. It's 8 o'clock, not quite dark yet. Alright, so notice I've got 1, 2, 3, 4 night vision. Let's just do another test. I've tested this 3 or 4 times in the past. Let's do another one. So player, edit player, me needs. Right now I am at vitamin A minus 296. Let's set that to minus 5,000. You start struggling to make out the finer details. And, oops. Don't open the door. Where's my vitamin A message? I'm not getting the vitamin A message yet. Let's say, edit player, me. That needs minus 99,000. There we go. We have night blindness. A lack of vitamin A in your diet will progressively worsen your vision. We're night blind, except we're not. 1, 2, 3, 4 spaces of night vision. Why the hell does it keep doing that? What the hell? I'm examining. Oh, I'm hitting peak. Never mind. Sorry, my bad. I don't want. Why is? All right, my fingers are getting a little funky. But 1, 2, 3, 4. So, like I said, it has no effect. It'll report it, but no actual negative consequences are applied. Player, edit player, me. Set needs. See, it didn't even go as far as. I mean, sometimes it's weird the way these numbers work, but we'll set it back to, if it even lets me, we'll try to set it back near where I was. Alright. We're pretty much bang on with our calorie count, which I already knew. So, yeah, there you go. You're not losing vision because of the vitamin A. So we slept the night, or the day away. It's not quite dark yet. I can already see I'm gonna seriously dread trying to skill up with these, with the cold and the low intelligence compounding. It's just gonna drive me nuts. I literally am gonna have to sit here for the next hour and a half just chatting. Much as I don't mind chatting with you guys, I don't think I can fill 90 minutes of just chit-chat while I try to level up. With the game processing so slow. It's not acceptable. Even with the cough syrup, we only managed to get back to 6 of our base 7. I don't know. I'm tempted to do exactly that, but that's a little out of bounds of what I would normally do. I may get irritated enough to do it. I was hopeful that our move up here, get away from the blob-pocalypse we had going on at the other base, would help, but apparently not. It's just going to run slow in the mega city with all the stuff going on. I've seen other people reporting that game seems to be running slower than previously. Let's try one more time. Nothing's really changed, but we'll see what happens here. Do I get more than at least 1 or 2%? Can I get a 3? 32. Hey, we got a 3! 35, but it's still taking so long. I don't think even Z levels are going to help. We're in a mega city. And unless I happen to be sitting on top of a lab, I just don't think it's going to do anything. I've had some issues with turning Z levels off and on recently too. We've on camera seen some really bizarre effects happen when we turn Z levels off and on. In those circumstances near a lab where I had Z levels on, then we turned them off at the top of the lab, and the lab teleported all of the environmental effects up to the top, and teleported all of the sentry robots up to the top, and repositioned all of the zombies in the lab so that we had stuff that was previously in confinement were all of a sudden out of confinement and wandering around. So we've had some issues. I don't think it'll be as big of a problem here, but I don't really have any other options. We'll go ahead and do it, because it's really the only other choice, short of me just saying, screw it, let's just debug. Debug me some skills. I'll let some time pass, and I'll just give myself the debug skills. Otherwise, it's going to be a really boring time while I try to get up a few other skill levels. So let's give it a try real quick. We'll see if it happens, or if it helps any. Z levels have helped in the past with speeding the game up, but there's not that much of a vertical element here, so I don't know how much of an effect it may or may not have. Current world, Z levels, false. Save. We have to actually bail completely out. So, oops, take me a second to get back in. No mods whatsoever. Pure vanilla Cataclysm. I've also had issues where I've turned off Z levels, but they stayed on. Set them to off, rebooted entirely, and they were still showing me noises and movement above and below me. Yeah, killing the stuff in the reality bubble was the other thing I mentioned earlier as something that would hopefully help. But with the wander spawns constantly moving things around into the area, and the natural coding of wander spawns to move towards the nameplate, when it picks up the horde indicators, which I can't see currently, but when it picks up the horde indicators and they get the order to move, 50% of the time they move towards the nameplate. So theoretically, we should always have zombies just continuously re-entering the area, which is good from a I wanted a challenge standpoint, but bad from a trying to clear the area and keep the numbers down for the speed. Alright, so we've rebooted with water spawn or Z levels turned off. Let's see just how much of an advantage we get. I've been trying to be a good boy. I've been trying to play with wanders or Z levels on, like God and the devs intend, but I still, it's not quite ready for prime time yet. Still, there's still some issues and some massive slowdowns with it. All right, we're gonna read again. Mechanics, go. No. Nope. No change. So either it's just not going to help, or it's just there's no vertical element. It's just the sheer mass of things in the area. I wonder if it's also due to the number of things it has to have loaded in. The reality bubble is so busy because of the sheer huge accumulation of objects and windows being smashed and all that kind of stuff that contributes to the slowdown. Well, that can't really be true either. I've done lots of these megacity challenges, and I usually did play them with Z levels off back then, but I never really had slowdowns like we're seeing now. What I need to do is I need to do a kind of a picture-in-picture side-by-side things. I'll play Minecraft on one side of the screen, and I'll read books in Cataclysm on the other side of the screen. Get a little twofer going on. Then I can rage against the stupid Wayron in Minecraft and their bullshit abilities. And while I complain about the slowdown in Cataclysm. Yeah, this is unacceptable. This is just ridiculously bad. Not just the progression of the percentages, but just the general slowness. What does Z levels really do? When you turn on Z levels, so the game is set in slices, each slice being a Z level. So the base ground level is a Z level, -1 where a basement is a Z level. Then if you have a lab, you might have -2, -3, -4, -5, and so on. And then if you have vertical buildings going up, you have +1 would be the second floor of an apartment tower, third floor, fourth floor, fifth floor. So that's the Z axis. And when you have Z levels turned off, only the floor you're on, only the Z level you're actually in gets processed. So, really? Dead tired? Alright, that's weird. Only the floor you're on, only the active Z level you are actually inhabiting is allowed to process anything. All the other Z levels are frozen. So that saves the computing power. So it's not trying to keep track of and allow movement for all of the Z levels involved. So if you have a lab or you have a mega city like this, where I've got the Z level I'm on, plus the roof, plus the floor above it, plus we saw earlier there was at least one, maybe two labs over here for negative Z levels. The more Z levels you have, the more activity and behavior it has to simulate. So it works okay when you're in smaller locations, but when you've got a city like this, and even a reality bubble like this, because it's only mostly computing what's in the reality bubble, it still keeps track of wandering hordes and so on outside of that, but there's just so much detail of all of the items, all of the vehicles, all of the debris, plus all of the zombies, plus these gangrenous things over here, plus the blobs that are coming up from the south. There's just so much going on. It slows the game down, slows it down, slows it down. So certain circumstances I flip Z levels off and on, just depending on the performance of the game. And it's very much a game performance thing. It has nothing to do with your computer. Well, I mean, it can if you're running it on a potato. But, I mean, any kind of relatively modern computer should have absolutely no problem generally running a game like this. It doesn't matter how powerful your computer is. It will have slowdown when you've got these kind of situations in this game. So, alright, we're dead tired. We get to sleep a couple of times. Exciting! Light off. Go have some more clean water. Nibble on some cheese. And off to bed again. And I've had my earplugs in the whole time. The whole place could be getting torn down around me and I wouldn't really know. Nope. You cannot adjust the size of the reality bubble. Reality bubble is a reality bubble. Effectively, for generalization purposes, it's 2.5 overworld map squares. So if you press M to bring up the overworld map, it's basically 2.5 squares in every direction around your character. Just use 3 to make it easy to kind of guesstimate what's in or out of your reality bubble area that you should be paying attention to. But there's no way to adjust the size of it in either direction. Best you can do is turn off the Z-level feature. What has it been? Twice now I've slept without applying all my bandages and disinfectant. I'm all hung up on this Z-level thing. Meanwhile, I'm totally forgetting I'm a imperceptive healer. Not getting any healing going on during these few nights of sleep. Oh, that's silly, Vorm. That's bad, bad play. Nah, we're living in a flat world. We live in a flat world, and it's X and Y are as seen on the screen there. X being up and down, Y, well, whichever. X left, right, Y up, down. I don't care, but Z levels are kind of toward and away from the character. It just depends on which way you want to flip your perception. You can use whatever terminology you want, but simplest just to say Z levels. We woke up. Let's eat some bandages before I forget again. And again, for anybody that hasn't caught my earlier mentions, make sure you use the consume menu, the eat menu, to take your bandages and your antiseptic. It's way faster than hitting A to activate and then trying to scroll down and pick it, and then having to scroll and pick it again, scroll and pick it again. That's really irritating. Just hit the E menu and it'll stay on the option, so you can really quickly just roll right through them. Not have to worry about it. Here we go. Good and good. Oh, sure. We'll keep eating, even though we don't technically need to. Just stay ahead of the curve. We'll even have some... What the hell did I just have? I ate my canned veggies. Alright. I'll have a bunch of veggies. I guess we'll just stay in bed. Go ahead and take out our earplugs for a little bit. See if anything's banging on the walls or the vehicle. So we still haven't made it to level 1. Still not even level 1. Oh yeah. Let's have some cough syrup. What time is it? Still light? That's fine. Let's go smite something. Ditch the backpack. We don't need it. Not get drunk. Hey, tough guy. Get your corpse out of my doorway. You and your silly top hat. Yeah, there's probably a good number of zombies outside now. I don't want to get in too big a fight here. Yeah, I mean, I'm in a narrow alleyway between buildings, and I can see all of these zombies all of a sudden. Just in the narrow alleyway I happen to be inhabiting currently. That does not bode well for the assumption on just what else is out these main areas. There's also the technician. Another technician. If I wait here, the guys from the north can get to me, but the guys from the south are going to have to bang on the vehicle, which is going to get irritating and draw more zombies. So, let's go towards them. Now we got a hunter joined in. Alright, we're going to have to get drunk. Drunk but not trash. Good enough. 170! We keep escalating. That wasn't even trashed. We do more damage when we're trashed. That was only drunk. We must have got a pretty high number there to get the bonus up that high. Oh, electrical zombies! Yeah, it's getting a little icky out here now. Remember, these streets were completely clear before I started sleeping and reading. And we got crawlers as well. So far, the only thing I somewhat worry about is the Zapper zombie. I still don't have a good answer for that. Although, I am wearing my gloves, so we should not get the shockback effect, but his normal attack will still get me. Really? You guys let the gangrenous crawler through? Yeah, I'm gonna... My gas mask charges are gonna deplete. And that actually went away pretty quick. They don't seem to be having much success getting a push through. So far, I haven't had a single one actually push past this little block I've got. So the benefit here is they use up all their movement points moving onto this frame, and I crush them with all my swift strikes and my critical hits, and they die before they can really do much. 140. Wasn't your turn. It was the fat zombie's turn. You cut in front of the line. So, yeah, this is making a pretty good little tactical little block. Better than I thought when I first put the Humvee there. Oh, good old. Oh, and I'm running low on stamina now. You had to show up now, did you? And he just absorbed the one behind him. The zombie fuses with the Dissolute Devourer. So that guy there just got fused into the body. He just got a little bit of hit point bonus and got a little tougher. A little faster. He still can't do any damage to me though, so... Acid's about the only thing I'm really worried about. Acid or a shock zombie. Notice how seldom they're actually hitting the vehicles. I think they need to dial that back up a bit. I think they went too far the other direction. Used to be they would shred them in a whim, and nowadays they hardly ever hit them. Yeah, keep working your way around. You can do it, kiddies. Whoops. Alright, that was That was stupid. That was bad on my part. Accidentally moved onto the frame there myself. Might need to pop back in and get my stamina back. Whoops, and I gave up my ground. Is there a necromancer in the area? Because is that a new dissolute, or did a necromancer raise the one I was killing? More fusing. Tech! Tech! I'm about to lose my machete! It's getting a little ugly now. I don't really have any alternate weapons to use. Need that tech dead. Even if I'm not going to have enough stamina or enough speed to back up, I don't think. And close the door. We're going to try, though. Run mode. Yeah. Didn't even come close to having enough speed. Yeah. I need... Oh! Alright, we got the tech. Now we're running into some problems, though. Yeah, the non-stop grab is starting to piss me off. Let's take an oxy. Take a bunch of hits. So, remember earlier I was talking about nameplates and wandering spawns and what might occur and what kind of fun we're going to have? Well, here you go. This is what I was talking about. Okay, let's get more drunker. More drunker. That's what we need. We need to be more drunker. We're gonna have to go out on an alcohol run. I'm about out of alcohol. That is not what I need if we're about to have all these hordes coming after me. I think I am out of alcohol. Alright, so pain is gone. We're tired, we're thirsty. Let's go ahead and get another drink of water. Get rid of that problem. Little bit of damage, not too bad so far. Machete got nicked. That's kind of bad. I do have the arc welder we can repair it with now. Speaking of which, let's do that. Repair arc welder with big battery. Turn on my light. Activate. Arc welder. Fix my machete. Still can't use my bow because our strength is permanently down because of the cold. And I can't get time to pass fast enough to clear the cold. Get the bodies off here before they come at me. Nope. Try again. Nope. Apparently this was a loud process, and there's a lot of stuff sitting there. A lot of stuff sitting there. Eh, crap. I need to be able to close my door. And I need to be able to start chopping bodies up. Let's just start doing it. Alright, stats are okay. Drunkenness is going to be a problem. We got the immediate area clear. Let's not antagonize them anymore. This loot, I need you to eat that the shock zombie is what I need you to eat. Do me a solid, eat that shock zombie. I wonder just how many bodies are actually on this space right here. Yeah, not as many as I thought. As soon as I try to smash that tile, though, these guys are all going to come ripping around the corner and try to get me. Soldier zombie, huh? Yeah, who knows what's on the ground. Oops. Oh, man. Oh, there we go. Now we're living the good life. Oh, man. I don't know what happened. I do not know what happened. Things have gone crazy. Yeah. Skulljugs, Kevlar, Hulks, as soon as they get involved, we are dunzers. They're going to come right through the vehicles and right through the walls. And a child is on my bicycle. Get off my bicycle, zombie child. I need to run away and draw these guys away from my base. What I want to know is, I want to know what happened over here. I want to know what this mess is all about. That's all new. We got more Skulljugs? Man, the neighborhood got nasty. Here I was, just quietly sitting in my little base, just reading my mechanics book, trying to get to Mechanics 1, failing to get to Mechanics 1. 2 days of sleep. The neighborhood went nuts. I'm not sure now. I'm not ready for that kind of nonsense. And that Skelljug excited me already. Probably the best thing I could do would be to get out of there, get the reality bubble out of this area, get them all picked up and redeposited. But without my vehicle or my bike, I don't know if I can. And I got my bike parked in front of my vehicle. Oh, they actually managed to break a window. They now have access into my little spot there. Yeah, this is not good. Well, I'm gonna think about this. While I think, I'm gonna go take a quick break and get some tea and some cookies. So I'll get that taken care of while you guys ponder how to get me out of this mess. I blame you. I blame all of you. Totally not my fault. I'll be back in just a few.